All right, Talkie Walkie, we're back. We're in Milwaukee, Wisconsin today, and I'm with Wisconsin's favorite comedian, Pete Lee.
You're the favorite, Marcus.
No, you are.
You're the favorite.
No, you've been doing it longer and you're better.
Oh man, no.
Where do you want to go?
I feel like isn't most of Milwaukee over across the river?
Sure, we can go this way.
We have to go across the river.
We're downtown right now because we have a show here tonight.
At Turner Hall Ballroom.
So you're from Janesville, right?
I'm from Janesville. Yeah, where are you from?
Like here, like Milwaukee. Like Shorewood is like 2 miles away from here.
Oh, okay. I imagine that the J in Marcus J. Monroe stands for Janesville.
You're the only person that ever says the J in my name. That's so funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny because I guess I just see it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And, by the way, yeah, Diesel's gonna walk in front of you.
That's okay.
And almost like a college frat prank, he's gonna keep stopping so
right.
you almost trip.
I don't mind.
And somehow, instinctively, he's gonna know whenever when you're looking at the camera and not him.
All right.
And he's gonna do it.
I love it.
He's a funny dog. But yeah, I think because I see your name on Instagram all the time, I call people by their Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's this guy in LA named Ahmed, and I'm like, oh, Ahmed loves bread.
That's funny. That's really funny.
I just call him that, and then people will see me and they'll be like, oh, Pete Lee.
Yeah.
That's my name 3 times.
That's what they said on the news when I brought you up. They were like, Pete Lee. It was great.
Yeah.
I used to, when I was younger, I would go by Marcus J. Monroe because I liked the J and I was juggling, so like it meant J for juggler.
J for juggler.
Or something. But then I would tell people that J stood for Jessica, and they were like, really? And I was like, no, what?
Yeah,
Get out of here.
You're like, that's crazy. Yeah, your parents were very gender forward.
Yeah, in 1985, right?
Yeah.
20. Oh, thank you.
Oh gosh, let's walk to the little middle ground to see if he will go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I want this to be the first podcast where somebody poops in the middle of it.
Yeah, if that would be amazing.
Yeah. Oh, go Packers.
Yeah,
go.
A lot of Packers, a lot of Bucks, a lot of Marquette stuff around here. So do you make it back to Wisconsin a lot?
I try to. In the pandemic, here, wait, let's
cross here?
jaywalk.
All right.
We're walking past Silk Gentlemen's Club.
Hold on. Woo! Silk Exotic. I've been there once.
I've been there. I have a story from that. There was this guy that he came back from the most recent war, and then the front part of the story, I don't know, it's a little heavy, but he couldn't handle the stress of, post-war.
Yeah.
And he drank a lot, and he drank and drive, and he got into an accident, and then he was paralyzed and in one of those wheelchairs where you control it with the straw.
Uh-huh.
And he I don't know if he still goes to this gentleman's club, but he was there.
Oh my God.
The comic that I was working with that week in Milwaukee was like, we gotta go, this is the spot.
Oh yeah?
And so we saw him there 2 nights in a row, and this dancer, he's like, I want a lap dance. Well, his chair was like back heavy because of the battery.
Sure.
And this gal who was a bigger gal, kind of a Wisconsin, Northwoods gal.
Yeah.
She climbs onto his chair and she tips it over, and he had this big quick trip thing with ice in it, and it flipped over into his face.
Oh God.
And I've never seen a stripper laugh more in my life than her laying on the ground with this guy.
That's hilarious.
And he was still seatbelted into his chair.
Oh God, poor guy.
But yeah, it was one of the craziest moments, but it happened right there.
That would give me more PTSD than war, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not good.
Yeah. Well, and this guy was obviously cool because, he had been through a lot of stuff, so this wasn't the worst thing that had happened to him. Didi, you gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah, he's probably handled himself and been in tougher situations.
Yeah, in worse situations. I took him out earlier, and he's like a little con artist, but his currency is just more walk.
Yeah.
And so I took him out.
He loves a good walk.
I took him out earlier because I'm like, I know when he has to poop. I'm like a, hey, how's it going? What's going on, man? It's a Frenchie. No.
Let's go downtown. We are on Water Street. A lot of popular bars here on Water Street.
That's that experience. So people will try to steal your Frenchie.
Is that a true thing?
Yeah, like in LA, Lady Gaga lives near me, and her Frenchies got stolen.
Oh, that's right.
And I was in Phoenix the other night, and this dude, he just comes up and he's like, "Yo, can I pet your dog?" And I was like, "No, you can't pet my dog." And because they're worth like $8,000.
Oh, really?
So
I had no idea.
They don't want your dog. They don't want to pet your dog. They just want to take your dog and then sell the $8,000 dog for $6,000. And so this dude came up and he's like, "Let me pet your dog." I was like, "No, he's gonna bite the shit out of you." And I was like, I was like, "No, he's gonna bite the shit out of you." So then he's like, "Well, let me just take his leash, and then he won't bite me if I'm in control of him." I'm like, "Dude, you're not taking my dog."
No.
And like, I am one of the most peaceful people in the world.
Yeah.
But when it comes to my dog, I'm like, "Dude, I'll kill you."
Yeah,
Like,
it's a family member.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I will go John Wick.
Don't take Pete Lee's dog, everyone.
Don't take my dog.
Don't take his dog.
Yeah, don't try to take my dog either.
Yeah.
But that guy literally just goes, "I'm gonna take him."
I had no idea.
Yeah, I'm like, "No, you're not."
I rented a Kia Soul in town, and when I got to the airport, they were like, "Where are you going with this car?" I was like, "With the Kia Soul, just east side of Milwaukee." And they're like, "Ooh," I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Well, they're the Kia Boys."
The Kia Boys.
Do you know about them?
No, but
There's a documentary, I guess, on YouTube about this group of guys
Here,
in
let's walk
Milwaukee that only steal Kias.
Really?
And so if you have a Kia in Milwaukee, you know to like lock it up all the time, try to park it somewhere brightly lit, all the stuff.
Really?
Because it's known here, I guess, I just found this out, that people, specifically, they're called the Kia Boys, they steal a bunch of Kias. And apparently, they're very easy to steal. You just put like a phone charger into where the key goes.
Really?
And it turns on, apparently, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know the logistics, but that's what I was told. You could do your own research.
I feel like financially, like we're about to do a show tonight.
Yeah.
But it'd be better for us to just do that Kia thing
Yeah,
over
I think
and over and
you're
over
right.
again.
Yeah. Or just steal a bunch of French dogs.
Yeah, steal a bunch of Frenchies. And that's I think
So I hate to ask this, but did you spend $8,000 to get this dog?
No. He was a rescue,
Oh,
which
that's
everybody,
nice.
that's the thing that matters to them, is whether or not a dog is a rescue.
Yeah, I get that.
But he really was there. So my fiance used to own a CrossFit gym, and he was like a gym dog that would come in.
Oh.
People would just like leave him in the lobby and go work out, and he was super social. God, his butt just looks like he's gonna go, but he's
Yeah,
like,
it really does.
No, the longer I hold this, the more
He's
walk
a
I will
clencher.
get. Yeah,
It's like being on an airplane.
yeah, he's a clencher.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the people had a baby, and then they wanted stuff to be just the safest for the baby. They didn't know if he'd be good with the baby.
Yeah.
And so they gave him up, and my fiance Nicole took him, and he's 8 years old. That was about 6 years ago.
Wow.
And then I came into his life about 2 years ago, and he's just been my dog ever since
That's
then.
so cool.
Yeah, a few weeks ago in Tempe, the people that had him, they actually came to my show.
Wow.
And, they follow me on Instagram, and they're like, "It's so weird seeing our dog with you travel all around the world."
Yeah, because every Instagram post, you're on a plane, you show Diesel.
Yeah.
And he probably has more frequent flyer miles than most people.
He does.
Does he do good on planes now?
Yeah, he does great on planes. It took him a little bit, but yeah, I mean, he's a fully trained, Department of Transportation service animal.
Yeah.
And it's crazy when they call you, they like really grill you about everything.
Yeah.
Under penalty of perjury.
Yeah.
And you're like, "No, I swear my dog is good."
Yeah.
He's very good. Hey, that's your center.
The Marcus Center for the Performing Arts is the big performing arts center here in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I would take theater classes here
Uh-huh.
every summer, First Stage Theater Academy. And my stepdaughter, Hannah, she's 5 years younger than me, but she also took classes here, and it'd be funny to think like, oh, what if we were in the same classes together?
Oh, wow.
I don't know, could have been.
Wait, your stepdaughter, Hannah, I know you've talked about this kind of stuff online.
Yeah.
Your stepdaughter, Hannah's fat.
Hannah's, so I'm 38, Hannah's 33.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's wild.
Well, that's like, I have a nephew that's 1 year younger than me. Because my brother is much older than me.
Yeah.
And then he married a gal and he adopted her kid.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild, man. Like my life did not turn out the way I thought it would at all. At all. It's I don't mind it. I like it. I'm happy, but it's just not what I thought.
Yeah.
You know?
Let's walk down here. There's like a little amphitheater thing.
This is actually where I used to perform.
Really?
On this stage when I was a kid.
This is crazy to me that there's just a venue right here. I feel like we could do like a flash mob show here.
Oh, totally.
And just show up and do it.
So they used to have during the summer, and they still might, like music every Friday night here. Like bands play, local cover bands and stuff. But Wednesdays during the day, they would have like kids shows. So it would be like a magician, a ventriloquist, and jugglers. And I would always come and watch the jugglers, just be like, oh my gosh, these guys are really doing it. Come to find out, they're just like barely surviving. They live in their car and stuff, you know? Like,
yeah.
But
your perception as a little kid of what?
Yeah, what like Hollywood, like, oh my gosh, like you see them load in their gear. And you're like, oh, this is so cool. And they're just like disgruntled and angry, but
they've had like
not all of them. Some of them are doing great, but
they've had 9 failed relationships. This is where the juggling happened.
Yeah, this is where it would happen, and so we'd have for like lunch when we were in theater camp. It would be completely full of people watching the show, and I'd come out here during lunch and watch the shows, and then I even performed on here once. Maybe I can cut to photos. Of me on here, but I did like a thing for some company. I forget, it wasn't Harley Davidson, but it was like a big Milwaukee-based company.
I'm gonna say it was Harley Davidson.
I did do work for Harley.
Pabst. And Pabst.
It's a good time. It's a good.
Only in Wisconsin would people just be like, yeah, we're gonna go to the mini arena and watch a show probably.
The Jonas Brothers performed here.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. Should we go sniff the stage?
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Well, it was a long time ago.
This smells like Joe.
It smells, yeah, Kevin seems like the smellier one, to be honest.
Yeah, I think that holds up.
That's so funny. My last thing I Googled on my phone is Kevin Jonas age. I'm always curious to see how old people are.
How old is he?
I think he's 35.
It always ages you when you find out someone that you love is a little bit older. I think it might be happening.
Oh yeah, let's go.
He's starting to.
I don't want to jinx it.
He's starting to do the trudge, like when he starts really stomping.
Mm-hmm. So did you spend a lot of time in Milwaukee when you lived here?
Yeah, I would come over, and like when I was a little kid, we would go to County Stadium.
Yeah.
Back when the Brewers played at County Stadium, and like I grew up in the 80s, so I was born in 77. I'm 45 years old. Oh, there he is. He's rolling. Yep, there we go.
Is it coming? Oh, it's coming.
It's coming. D, hold on. D, do you want to roll? Come on, roll. Oh, I think he's too close to pooping to roll again. But
it's really happening, folks. It's really happening.
I like that there's a little bit of drama on the podcast.
Oh yeah.
Because there's actually a goal that we're working towards on this walk.
That's why people are going to be tuned in.
They're going to be intrigued.
Is Diesel going to shit or not?
Is he or isn't he?
I think he is. He's thinking about it.
I think he totally is, but I don't think that he understands podcasts that they're normally like an hour. So like he doesn't have to hold it. He could literally just go.
Yeah.
And then have a good walk.
Yeah, he could do that.
Yeah. But so anyway, we'd go to County Stadium, and back in the day, if you just had your dad's ID, we would you could get 2 beers.
Oh wow!
And so me and my brother would go, and then we'd go trade, like going up to the thing, and then my brother and I would just sit there and drink beers at County Stadium, and then we get hammered, and then we take the bus back to Janesville.
It's amazing.
And that's like how crazy Wisconsin is. That back in the day, and probably still, they'll just serve a kid beers. They're like, yeah, my dad doesn't want to leave the game and my dad wants a beer.
Wisconsin and Texas are the only...
Should we walk over here?
Sure. They're the only states where you can legally get served alcohol at any age, at any bar, if your parents are with you.
Yeah. I remember Jay Leno had one of those, you remember how he would have those like, here's the weird news from around the world. You know,
right.
That's not how he talked, but
that's pretty close.
You know, and it, like, have you seen this? Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
And it was Wisconsin could drink at the bar at the age of 12 as long as you're with your parent. But then there's a gap between 18 and 21 where it's like illegal again.
Yeah, you're right.
By the way, I'm staying at a hotel that's right on this waterway. I don't know if you can show the texture of the bridges because these are all drawbridges.
Yeah.
Did you hear that car?
I did.
They went by all night long because they're like, oh, we gave you a river view room.
Oh, but all
and
oh.
That sound was the sound that I heard all night long.
I would hate that.
Yeah.
I'm a sensitive sleeper.
Me too.
So it's hard for me to. I woke up this morning at like 5 to pee, then I couldn't fall back to sleep.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, I was just like tossing and turning because I was like, I got a big show tonight. I was like, oh, I can't go back to sleep. But I was just in my head. I probably could have if I didn't have a show.
That's the funny part about having, people always ask like, is it a big deal for you to have a show back at home? Mm-hmm. And it is. It's like,
sure.
It's a little too big of a deal sometimes because, oh, I bet he'll go in here where he has a little shelter. Oh, plus when he sees that dog, that dog will be like coffee to him.
Oh yeah?
It's just gonna speed up his system. He's so good in airports, he knows that he's gotta be good in airports. When he's not in an airport, he's a little freak.
Yeah.
Sometimes I depatch him, almost like a sergeant that's taking a badge away from a detective.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do it. D. Yeah, you're off the job. Hand in your badge and your gum, Diesel. And I put his patches in my pocket. Look at him now. He's going a little extra crazy. He's like, I've been depatched.
He knows he's free.
Yeah, he's free. He knows he's off duty. Oh yeah. See, he didn't bark until he was depatched.
Oh wow, that's so funny.
Yeah, and now he's a maniac. Now look at, he's a junkyard dog. D. Look at that dog over there. That dog does not care. He's so in a lather right now, and that dog's like, I'm just on a walk, man.
Yeah. Hey man.
Maybe I should put his patches on him again so that he behaves.
Can't believe the patches make that big of a difference. It's crazy.
He takes his work very seriously.
Yeah.
I call him the head of security. He's like a little Dwight Schrute.
Yeah. Now, do you bring Diesel on stage with you?
Sometimes I do. I had a bit, or not a bit, but like somebody was like, where's Diesel? Bring him on stage. And I go, I have before, but like he contributes nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I can see that.
Like he's not funny.
Yeah.
Like, I'm way funnier than him. He's so cute, but here, hopefully now that he's had that little jolt, I mean, I've never seen him have to poop more than this right now.
So I know you obviously do a lot of comedy clubs and theaters, and you're going on some stadium tours with Bert
Kreischer, yeah.
With Bert Kreischer, which is amazing. But you and I also used to open for bands. I know you used to open for some bands.
Yeah, for Zooey Deschanel's band. She and him. Oh no, did it?
No, it's all good.
It's wild when you're opening for a band because you go out there and it's a crowd that totally did not take a shower and get ready and put on perfume and cologne to go see comedy.
Right.
They were like, we're gonna go see this band. Who's the opening band?
Right.
You'll see people talking about it online. Oh, who's the opening band? And I'm like, it's me, and I'm not a band.
Yeah.
And so you have to go out there and have them downshift hard to comedy.
How do you make that shift? How do you, when you go out there, like it's so easy to heckle when you're at a concert setting too.
Yeah.
So like, how do you deal with that?
What I do is initially, which it was funny when I started touring with Zoe, I was like, do you guys mind if I do the God mic?
Oh, that's good.
And I'm going to introduce this like, all right, you guys, this is Zooey Deschanel's favorite comedian. And it would be me on the mic, but I'd do like well, ladies and gentlemen. And so they couldn't tell it was me necessarily.
Funny.
All my friends that were there, and like Zoe would literally be backstage with me. Oh, he's literally pooping while we're talking.
He did it.
He did it.
He did it.
Oh. Look at him.
Now, do you have to pick that up? Cause
yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Even here?
I just do it.
Do you want me to hold the leash?
I do it barehanded.
No, you don't.
No, I'm joking.
No, you don't.
Oh. See, he got depatched. I'm just worried that he's gonna run into his own poop.
Oh yeah, that's not good.
D. All right, I let you be a little squirrel for a little while, but you gotta be a good boy now. Yeah, buddy. I don't know why that dog kept going. I don't know why he didn't want to hang out with you when you're barking like that. He does this thing where, like, when a dog walks away, he'll go, oh, oh.
We're not hanging out?
It's
It's okay, Diesel. It's okay, bud.
So, like, no then?
Oh, that's so
No,
cute.
but I pick it up. I have these Doggy Do-Good biodegradable poop bags.
There you go.
They're the best ones on the market.
There you go.
This company, like, literally exploded in the pandemic. And then I was in Detroit, and I was hanging out with my friends Kara and David, and they're like, let me pick you up to go to lunch. And then they picked me up in a Doggy Do-Good wrapped SUV, and I was like, what? And they're like, this is our company. We, like, run it out of our home.
Whoa.
And they're like, we just have contractors that, you know, basically we have contractors that make the bags and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, wow, how amazing is that?
That's so cool.
They grew it from like $100 company into like a multi-million-dollar company.
$100 company.
Yeah, $100 company.
Wow.
All right, we got to throw this in the trash. It stinks real bad.
Yeah, I can smell it.
D, good boy. All right, D, you're gonna be.
How do you, like, when you're at a concert though? I'm curious. Do you have any tricks?
Oh, how to warm them up?
Yeah.
Well, I usually go out there and I first am just trying not to be funny.
Should we walk down here?
Let's chuck this in this trash can real quick. But at first I try to just not be funny. I go out and go just like, hey guys, we're all here for the band. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, we're all here for the band. Give it up for the band. I tell them I'm a comedian. Mm-hmm. I explain just the concept of comedy. Like, because so many people, they're like, we're so used to performing for comedy club audiences where they like really know comedy and they love comedy and they understand that things are jokes. And so many people, they're just serious people.
Yeah, it's true.
They're not like the people that we interact with a lot. So I'll be like, I'm gonna be making jokes and I need you to know that it's okay to laugh.
Yeah.
And these are jokes.
Yeah.
And I'm not even like an edgy comedian, but with a crowd that literally doesn't have a sense of humor, sometimes the simplest of jokes are like, well, I don't like that.
Right.
Like there's a victim to every single joke. Even like knock knock, who's there?
Yeah.
You know, punchline. Like the person you're telling the joke to, your audience is actually your victim.
Wait a second. I'm sorry. What's going on here?
Oh my God.
What is this?
That is really weird.
It's just a floating branch. I've never seen anything like that before.
Yeah.
But it has like a 6 on it and then another 6. But someone must have tied it to the tree. Wisconsin's so strange.
That is very weird. We are right by Milwaukee School of Engineering, so maybe they had like a stick project there.
Oh yeah. Let's just think,
Let's think good thoughts.
Yeah.
Let's not think that it's something
right.
hateful.
Well, I don't know how. I don't know. It looked like almost like one of those things where like a dog would like jump up and touch the top of it and like they'd mark, all right, he got 6 feet high or something.
Well, you know, we are doing this podcast with each other and Ben Seidman's not with us,
right.
And he might be jealous, and he is magic.
He is, yeah.
Like,
so you think Ben did some sorcery in the tree?
Yeah, I think Ben is.
Could be possible.
He's over across the river doing like the 11 from Stranger Things to that stick.
Yeah, that is
His
funny.
nose is bleeding a little bit.
Yeah, oh yeah. It usually always is.
Yeah. But yeah, in terms of opening for the bands, I always say that. And this is true with performing at like the Comedy Cellar too. Mm-hmm. Whenever a crowd is not good right off the bat, I just tell myself like, Pete, be calm.
Yeah.
You will get them.
Yeah.
Like you're bombing now, but you won't. Just like smile through it, breathe through it. Don't let them know that you're panicked right now when you are in a full panic.
Oh yeah. And then, I just rush. Do you rush when you're in a panic?
I do rush, and my inclination is to rush, and then I'm always telling myself to slow down.
Yeah.
He's got the most dandelion fuzz on his butt right now.
It's so cute, though.
It's so cute. But yeah, I have to tell myself to slow down. I'm like, just slow down, you will get them. And it's funny because like if I have like, Zoe would have me do 35 minutes.
Wow.
Which is a long time.
That's a long time.
It's a long time to open cold. And so for the first like 12 minutes, I'd be bombing. And then also, most of the people aren't there yet.
Oh, right.
So you're you're just like waiting for people to fill in, and you can literally see people filling in, and then it keeps getting better and better and better, and usually by like minute 12 I'd be doing well, and I'd be like, okay, so I just opened for myself, like I'm my own opening act, and now I get to do 23 minutes that are going to be really fun.
So would you plot out your 35 minutes, the first 10 to 12 minutes kind of being introductory, not filler, but not like your A stuff, and then hit them with the good stuff for the last 23 minutes?
And part of not panicking is not just burning not burning something early that would get like a little pop from that crowd, but knowing that it'll get a bigger pop later.
Yeah.
And also doing some crowd work. I remember we were in Philly, and I just went out there, and the crowd openly hated me, because that's what they enjoy in Philadelphia.
Right, of course.
They enjoy hating things in a group. And the crowd just hated me, and I was like, don't ruin it, like like, first of all, don't snap on them, don't whatever. And then finally I just wound up doing crowd work with this big theater, and afterwards Zoe was like, I can't believe that you just went up and you started doing crowd work with a big theater. And I'm like, it felt like the only move. Like, it wasn't ballsy, it was like, I think this is going to be the only thing that's going to get them.
It's only going to resonate with them. Now, how did you even get hooked up with Zoe?
We have the same agent, and our agent knew that she needed an opener, and was like, oh, Pete's sweet, he'll do.
Nice.
And then she sent one of my Tonight shows to Zoe, and Zoe was like, I love it, perfect.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so she initially like kind of tried me out for a couple days, and then the next year she brought me back for the full tour.
Wow.
So and she's an absolute sweetheart.
That's so cool.
Her boyfriend Jonathan, who's one of the Property brothers, is like one of the best people on the planet.
Oh, that's awesome.
He's like tall and
I love
kind.
to hear that.
You're like, what is this?
You can be tall and kind.
Well, I know, yeah, that's true. I like that there's just a random brick hanging out here.
Yeah.
With some red marks on it. Okay.
It is
We're at the scene of the crime. That was evidence.
It sure was. Yeah, this is we're by, I don't know what you call this park. I used to know the name of this park because I would perform here. They had a festival called River Splash, and it was like a free festival, but there was a shooting one year, and so then they stopped it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and only Wisconsin would just have a whole harbor of pontoon boats.
Right.
Look at that.
So they're so fun.
Hey, how are you?
I went on one of these boats the day before my wedding.
Oh, yeah?
And it was kind of fun.
Did you guys get married here?
We got married, in Shorewood, where I grew up.
Shorewood, okay.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Shorewood?
I don't think I've ever been to Shorewood.
It's just like a very small village. It's a mile by square.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to say like 20,000 people live there or something.
The village of Shorewood.
Not very big, but it's cool. Yeah, it's a good place to grow up.
Oh, we're right by Usinger's Sausages.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite bratwurst in the whole world.
Is it really?
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah?
They're so freaking good.
Well, tonight after the show, we're going to the Brat House.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I will not have a brat before the show.
All right.
Let's walk down Martin Luther King Street.
All right.
Or drive, sorry. It's always a drive, right? Or
usually.
Boulevard?
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever a street.
I would love to think about selling.
So you have a reputation of being pretty happy.
Yeah.
Like a good dude.
Yeah.
Right? Nice guy.
Yeah.
Well, what makes you mad?
Yeah, in the airport, I get crazy at the protocol. You know?
Yeah.
Like you're checking in and you check in 1 minute too late, and then now you gotta. It changed your whole day.
Yeah.
Know? You're like, now you gotta fly there at 7 p.m. instead of at 10 a.m. You gotta spend a whole day being quasi homeless in the airport. I hate that now, just to walk up to any of the counters at the airport, there's like a person that when you walk up, you have to go, I need to go to that counter.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they go, well, what do you need help with? And I'm like, what do you think?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm flying somewhere.
Right, right.
I gotta go talk to that lady. That's what we have to do. And that drives me crazy. And my fiance is like, you're such a sweet, tolerant person. And you get to an airport and there are just so many things that don't make sense.
Yeah.
And she's like, it will redline you. Like almost instantly.
Yeah, you don't want to get redlined.
Yeah, and I realized recently, and like I'm always taking a breath. I'm like, using all my therapy. But I almost feel like I'm like an Adam Sandler character, where I'm like, just get me on the plane.
Yeah, no, I feel that, especially, you know, I get a lot of anxiety when I'm past TSA. I'm good.
Yeah.
Usually I'm flying with weed.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know, and so that always kind of makes me a little nervous, even though nothing would happen.
Yeah.
But and you know, I've already been banned from one airline. I don't want to get banned from another.
Oh, that's true.
So, you know, I got to play it cool.
Yeah.
But it's not easy. It's not always easy.
Yeah, wait, what makes you, because you're a very nice guy, what makes you flip your lid?
Yeah, just.
Oh, now we have music. Don't you love it when a bar puts music outside to nobody?
Yeah, it's weird. This isn't even like a song I know or have ever heard before. It's like the owner's like the son's band.
Yeah. Or like when you get into an Uber and you're like, this song's pretty good, and the guy's like, it's me.
Yeah. Oh, plenty of times that's happened.
It's me, bro.
Yeah, dude. I don't drive Uber full time.
Yeah.
Just my side hustle. No, what makes me mad? Yeah, I mean, obviously, just hoops you have to go through for no reason make me a little mad. Yeah, the same things that normal people. But what really bothers me is when I can't sleep because someone else is making noise. I hate that. I hate people that play music in public that are just like have a portable Bluetooth speaker and they're just like listening to music in the city or at the beach. It just makes me really mad.
Yeah, you just want to go up and go, I will trade you the best headphones in the world.
Yeah, the best, yes.
The best. I'll add to your life.
Yeah.
And I want to give you the best headphones, and then I will just in turn, I don't even want your Bluetooth speaker in exchange. I want to smash it in front of you.
Yes. Maybe we'll go right. You want to go, or do you want to go?
Let's walk to the Milwaukee Bucks arena. We wind up going into the arena and like doing a full interview with Giannis.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Did you see him? He had this interview where they were like, why do you think this season was a failure?
Oh yeah.
And then I really liked what he said, but I liked how he said it even more.
There's no failure in sports.
Yeah, there's no failure in sports. Like Michael Jordan didn't win the championship for like his first 8 years or something like that. Something crazy. I mean, we've all seen The Last Dance.
Yeah.
But when Giannis said it, I really like the way he said it, because all of a sudden he turned into like a New York Greek Astoria landlord. He's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about winning?
Yeah.
Losing.
Right.
Success.
Yeah.
How am I not a success?
Yeah.
And I was like, I've just always heard him not sound like a Greek landlord.
Yeah. What is your what's your writing process like? Do you do a lot of writing from stage? Because it seems like watching your clips, you seem like you're off the cuff a lot.
Yeah, and that's how I create now. I used to be one of those like coffee shop during the daytime.
Yeah.
3 hours a day or 5 days a week of like being in the mental gym. And now I don't do that. Now I don't know, in hindsight, I guess I'm glad. I'm gonna throw his pup cup in here. Or actually, I'll hold it. Maybe he'll settle down and eat it.
All right.
But yeah, I find that process to be torturous, and we're people that perform a verbal art form.
Right.
And then when you try to write it too much, it sounds written.
Yeah.
And so, and I definitely still write things down. Like I'll have an idea and I'll just jot it down, but I'll take it on stage very half-baked and just kind of let it develop.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I was a better comedian back then, or maybe I'm a better comedian now. Yeah, D. I'm not exactly sure. Notice that D didn't talk as much trash to that big dog.
He's just playing to chill.
Yeah, that big lab, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna, I've said too much today.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I do probably like 10% writing it down and trying to flush out the bit, and 90% just taking it up on stage and seeing what works.
That takes a lot of guts to do, I will say. I've been doing that a little bit, and it's tough. Man, I'm one of those coffee shop guys right now, at least.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I would have been able to. I think it may be all the years of coffee shop time where it sunk it just got into my brain, the joke writing process, that now I can do it a little faster possibly.
Oh, that's cool.
That made me comfortable doing it on stage like that.
Yeah, you're real close to the venue. This is awesome.
Yeah. Come on, buddy. Yeah, we can have a seat.
Can we go in this outside area?
I bet we can, yeah.
Let's see if it's...
This will be quiet over here, I bet. Or it's just a wind tunnel.
We'll see. Doesn't look too... I mean... Oh, this is nice.
Yeah, there we go. Should we sit?
Yeah, we can sit.
What about that little couch area?
Well, that's nice.
This will feel like we're on the morning blend.
Yeah, that was fun. Did you see the appearance yet?
I've seen a clip that you posted.
Oh,
it
right.
was great.
Yeah, it was fun. They're funny gals.
They're really funny gals.
I love local news. I love going on local news stations.
I love it too.
So you're involved in this YouTube original series for kids.
Yeah.
Called Jam Van. Right?
Jam Van. Yeah, it's a project created by Brian Hunt and Bill Sherman, and those guys were both like behind the scenes Hamilton people and In the Heights people, and
both shows I love. In the Heights I saw like 9 times. Hamilton I've seen 3.
Oh my god,
so good.
I'm such a huge Ham fan, and you know, like Bill. It's funny when you talk to him about Lin-Manuel Miranda, because like they started out as roommates when they were dirt poor in New York City, and then Bill started working on Sesame Street, and he pulled Lin in to do some like spot work on Sesame Street. And back in the day, that was like Lin's big break. Like that was something he could hang his hat on. Like, hey, I did Sesame Street stuff, and like I did a song on Sesame Street, because like there's almost nothing that you can go audition for where you're like, yeah, I was on Sesame Street, and they're not like, oh my god, I loved that as a kid,
right? And
that's amazing. And so yeah, he co-wrote most of the songs for Hamilton with Lin, and it sort of work on this project with Bill and Brian. It was just amazing, and I got the job. I won't say the actor that quit, but there was an actor that quit, and he quit on 4th of July weekend. So I was out on the road in Salt Lake City. I got a call, and they're like, hey, is there any way you can just throw together a tape this weekend? And I'm like, yeah, I have my podcast stuff with me, and I can definitely do that. So I threw together an audition, and they were like, we really like this, but we just want you to tweak it a little bit. And because this is my voice.
Sure.
And then the character's voice is like, oh, hey, I'm Liam. Oh my God, I'm just so excited about everything. And the Lamb character is actually an impression that I do amongst other comics of comedian Joe Mackey.
Yo, that's so funny.
Oh, hi guys, I'm Joe Mackey. It's so good to be on stage.
That's great.
And I did the audition of Lamb as Joe Mackey just for a take, and it was mainly just to make Adina Pilskin, who's married to Mike Lawrence, the comedian. We know Joe really well, and I basically did that take for her just to make her and Mike laugh, because Mike was in the background listening to it, and I did the whole audition as Joe Mackey, and it just turned out it resonated with the character. Like the character of Lamb, he's really excited about everything. He loves things, and he gets so excited that he's like, oh, I'm sorry guys, I just got overstimulated.
Yeah.
And it worked really well, and she's like, honestly, I'm gonna mark that one, and I'm gonna submit that as part of your audition. She submitted it to the creators, and they're like, oh my God, that's Lamb.
That's awesome.
That's him. And I said to them, I was like, why didn't you just get Joe Mackey?
You said that to them?
Yeah, I was like,
wow.
And which is like, this might be one of the best things that I've ever done, and I was just trying to give it away to Joe Mackey. They're like, well, Joe's voice is really great, and we would love that, but like the way that you're seeing this character and your timing and the emotion that you're putting into that, like this is what we really want.
Wow.
And so yeah, and then I went in for the first day of filming, and the first day that I had to do it, I had to do a duet with Lin-Manuel Miranda.
It's incredible.
And I had to sing as Lamb.
Oh my God. So
the song it's on YouTube, and you can type in Jam Van Lin-Manuel Miranda, and this will come up. And so I'm not a great singer, and then I had to sing in character as Lamb. And so like the song goes like, it's the long lost gator of New York City, a long lost skater in New York City, and then they're like all giving me singing notes during the thing, and I'm like, this is nuts. And that was the first thing I had to do, and then I had to go through the script, and it's an amazing cast. It's me, Nicole Byer, Mark Maron's in it. He plays Grumpy GPS, so it's very on the nose. Yeah, I mean, we had awesome guest stars: Sheryl Crow, Boyz II Men, Trombone Shorty, Fits in the Tantrums. Obviously, Lin-Manuel Miranda was one of them. Brandy Carlisle. I think David Diggs. It was crazy.
Wow.
Like, and we got
what
to
a cast.
Yeah, and we got to do stuff with all of them, and so yeah, I'm hoping it gets picked up for season 2. But one of the cool things is that it's going to be nominated for a Children's Emmy, and then also the songs are going to be Grammy nominated, which for children's categories, which is like, I can't believe that because this one actor quit, I might wind up winning one or more of those awards.
Incredible.
Alongside Lin-Manuel Miranda.
That's incredible. Man, whoever thought that would happen? That's crazy.
Yeah, Joe Mackey missed out.
He sure did.
Yeah, he
Have
wasn't
you
the one that
talked to him
quit
about
with
it?
Honestly, no.
Oh, okay.
But if I do, I'm going to talk to him in his voice.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
That's the only way I think you should talk to him now.
Joe, you really missed out.
Also, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up all your Tonight Show appearances.
Oh.
And I did watch your first one today, just to like
Oh, yeah.
to see it, because I remember watching it. It happened about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
2017, right?
It was Cinco de Mayo 2017. I can't believe that was
Almost 6 years ago, exactly. Almost.
Wow. Yeah, because of COVID, we added 3 years in that never happened.
Right.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, and yeah, now I've done it 7 times, but the first 4 appearances were in the first year.
Wow.
Jimmy just kept going because they would bring people on, and sometimes they'd be great, sometimes they wouldn't, and Jimmy would be like, "What about Pete Lee? Can we just have him back?" And then I had a ton of material, and they're like, "Can you come back? Jimmy really wants you back." And then they slowed it down, and now I go back to about once a year.
That's great.
Which I think that's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that they keep having me back, but you know, I feel like there's such a thing as overexposure on a platform.
Maybe,
you know,
yeah,
people,
I don't know.
I don't know. I want it to be special when I come.
Yeah,
back.
I mean, I think it's the Tonight Show. It's always going to be special, right? I mean,
Yeah.
That's so cool. That's awesome. All right, we got Pete Lee, everyone, here on Walkie Talkie. Pete, thank you so much for hanging out with me. We're sitting and talking now, but it's okay.
This is city talkie. Diesel was like, "Did you see him?" He's like, I don't want to be on camera.
You did, yeah.
I'm fine. Do you want your pup cup?
We got a show tonight in Milwaukee. Everyone follow Pete. You can find him on Instagram at Pete Lee. Yeah, and TikTok as well. Pete's big on TikTok.
Yeah, we're both big on TikTok. If we can get the algorithm to be in our favor again.
I don't know what I did to make it so mad, but I really pissed it off.
I have no idea what I did, but I'm starting to get back in favor. I've been watching these YouTube tutorials about like how to get back in their favor.
Oh, I should do that.
And it's starting to work. I've had a couple videos do good things lately, but only a couple.
Yeah.
And on Instagram, everything's doing pretty great.
Yeah.
And it's very consistent. And with TikTok, there's just no rhyme or reason. I even made a video where I was like, the joke was, I go, our phones are listening to us all the time. So I go, the other day my girlfriend or my fiance goes, "I love you," and I go, my phone is right there, so I go, "I love China." I put that on TikTok, and I thought maybe that would curry favor with TikTok, and it didn't. No. Whatever.
Yeah. Well, follow Pete on TikTok. Give him some love. Watch his videos a bunch. I just leave my phone on your videos overnight, so it helps.
Hey, that's what I do for yours. And if
Appreciate
anybody
that.
wants to do that. By the way, Diesel's finally enjoying his pup cup.
Look at
Yeah.
that. We've come full circle.
There you go, dude. Yeah. Maybe that's what you needed in your day. Maybe that's why you're so riled up today. It's because you just needed some whipped cream in your gut. He's going to be Mr. Toots throughout the whole show tonight.
Oh, that's all right. So will I be in charge of him while you're on stage, or what do you do?
If you want to be.
Do you put someone in charge of him, or do you just leave him in the green room?
Well, if we have a green room that shuts, I'll just leave him in there.
Yeah.
During my set. But otherwise, if somebody can watch him, he likes that better. Which he already trusts you.
All right.
You're like You're in his wolf pack now.
Ooh, I'm honored.
Yeah.
I'm honored, Diesel.
Yeah, D. He loves coming on the road because he gets so many walks per day. Because staying in a hotel, you have to take him out to walk him, or to take him outside to just even pee. He's gonna get a quarter-mile walk at minimum. And then he also runs into so many dogs, and he normally doesn't. He's not as bad as he was today. He's just having a day. That when you get your dog trained, they always say, hey, your dog is still a dog, and a dog is gonna dog.
Yeah.
And so, and also when your dog's not working, you have to let your dog be a dog. There's this article that my mom sent me that it was called like the misery of a service dog, where people expect the dog to now never be rambunctious. The dog will never the dog's basically like, we train the fun out of the dog.
Right, yeah, you don't want to do that.
You gotta let your dog still have fun, still be a dog, still be rambunctious, still bark every once in a while. And look at his little legs.
That is so cute.
Look at that, little pretzel legs right there. Oh, good boy, Diesel. Good boy.
You were so good, Diesel.
You're so good, Diesel.
Peely, thank you very much. Diesel, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Talkie Walkie.
Talkie Walkie.